News that is taking place in the streets of Miami, where we are following a pursuit. You are looking right now live at Sky 10 as this black car with the bumper hanging off has been driving at a high rate of speed, making lots of turns. At last check on 60th Street, heading towards 27th Avenue. It looks like that car, though, just made a turn going through some neighborhoods here in Miami. Looks like that car may have just stopped. So we saw this pursuit taking place on I-95. It started heading southbound, and then this car got off on the 79th, around 79th Street, but we're trying to follow what is going on right now because we don't see police behind this vehicle at this moment, but it looks like now that car is in the grass, heading back into the street, obviously trying to evade police right now. So we're trying to figure out exactly what street this car is on, but at last check, it was heading towards 27th Avenue, but right now it is at 26th Avenue and 60th Street, near that area at last check. Again, we're watching this live with you as this car driving at a very high rate of speed. As a matter of fact, when this car was on the highway, clocking speeds of about 100 miles per hour, but right now it is going through a residential area, so this car is driving very fast. Okay, we understand it is westbound on 28th Avenue right now, running through that stop sign, taking a turn there at 32nd Avenue. And very dangerous situation when you see how fast this car is going. Was just in a residential area, but right now in an area where he is definitely clocking in some very high speeds, and just ran through that stop sign, just weaving in and out of traffic right now. And we do understand, again, this is a pursuit. We are trying to see how close police are behind this car, but you could see just how close he is getting to other cars on the street there. Again, he is on 32nd Avenue right now, and a very dangerous situation as we are watching this live with you in this moment. Getting very close to that white pickup truck and just passing through all these cars. It's always a dangerous situation when we see this, but we don't know exactly how this pursuit started. That is stuff that we are working on right now, but it looks like that this car, this chase rather, started at I-95 southbound. We caught up with it as it was on passing Miami Gardens and then heading south, getting off on 79th Street, but right now at 32nd Avenue, continuing to drive at a very high rate of speed. Looks like making a turn at the Northwest 7600 block right there. Not sure where this car plans on going. You can see the bumper is hanging off of that car as well. We don't know how that ended up happening, but it's been like that since we've been following this chase, and it looks like now in a parking lot. Don't really know where this car plans to go, but it just sort of keeps going and weaving in and out of traffic. Oh, getting so, now heading in the opposite direction of traffic. This is a dangerous situation right now, but wow. Okay, so it looks like just passing again 79th Street. That's the exit where this car got off, and it looks like now he is back on 79th Street, trying to get a view of where he is. We obviously are trying to make sure we keep up with this car as it continues to drive at this very high rate of speed, but turning on 79th Street, continuing down on 79th Street. There he is right there. All right, just passing 27th Avenue, as we saw, and 37th Avenue. And again, we don't know why this pursuit started. Looks like he's making another turn. Again, this area right now, obviously not just residential areas, but a lot of shopping centers. So these are not streets in which people tend to drive as fast as this car is going. So this is a very scary situation as we see people driving. This car has been running stop signs. We've seen this car driving the opposite direction of traffic, going in parking lots, weaving in and out. Looks like on East 30th Street right now, but making yet another turn, just doing its best to evade police and just to try to get out, and just trying its best to not be found. But again, we are keeping close tabs on the very close situation. Wow, okay. This is East 33rd Street, very close to hitting that truck there. We are, if you're just joining us, we do know that this car is, okay, this car is in Hialeah. We just saw a police car there. Looks like it just did sort of a circle around this tractor trailer, and police are close behind right now. Again, we are now in the Hialeah area. He is turning yet again. And we did see police, so it looks like police are getting close, and they're getting close to this car, but it doesn't seem like whoever this person is, if there's more than one person in this car, whatever the situation is, it doesn't seem like this person wants to give up or slow down. It just keeps on going. So this, again, a situation playing out in the streets here, Miami-Dade, and we obviously see the police chopper there following, but right now this car is in the Hialeah area as we continue to watch all of this unfold. And we, again, have seen this car passing stop signs. If you were watching with us, sort of doing this U-turn, looks like that was 39th Street. May have just been there. We're trying to read the street signs for you as we try to keep up as well. But police are close behind, so I'm not sure where he plans to go or if he even plans to stop, but right now it looks like he has no plans to stop this pursuit. But we do know that police are close behind as he continues to just speed through the streets of Miami-Dade County here. 41st Street, just passing East 41st Street right now, again, in the Hialeah area. And regular traffic just driving on by, and this car is weaving in and out. A very dangerous situation. Looks like it's about to approach East 49th Street. Continuing in this direction though, doesn't seem to be making any turns just yet. Looks like running into a situation though as traffic has stopped. All right, looks like he's gonna try to get around this traffic, but not sure how successful he's going to be. Turning into a Checkers parking lot. All right, he's going eastbound now on 49th Street. That will become 103rd Street. In Hialeah, but shortly possibly getting out of the Hialeah area if he continues to go at this high rate of speed as he is heading eastbound. Wondering if he plans on getting back on the highway though, as he continues heading eastbound right now. But looks like he has no plans of stopping. We saw that he reached some stopped traffic, then cut through a Checkers parking lot, and then is now heading eastbound on 49th Street, which does become 103rd Street. Weaving in and out, getting so close to other cars as you can see. We've seen a lot of close calls right now. And again, you may be noticing the back bumper is hanging off of this car. We don't know exactly how that happened, but it's been like that since we've been following this chase. Looks like he may be trapped in right now, but now he's got his opening, so he's continuing to push forward, as I'm sure a lot of people right now on the road noticing, okay, he's turning around, okay, not turning back around, but turning through a side street, now in a residential area. We're working to get that street for you, but it doesn't seem like he has a direction really. His plan right now just seems to be to try to outrun or rather outdrive police. But we do know police are very close behind, and we understand that the Miami-Dade police chopper is above head, so they are keeping tabs. They know exactly where he is at all times. And as we've seen in these situations, police are this is where it gets scary. This car now heading in the opposite direction of traffic, coming so close to hitting some cars. So this car is hopefully we don't see any other cars, but he is driving in the opposite direction of traffic right now. Very dangerous situation. And traveling at such a high rate of speed right now. We're trying to work on which street this is. But again, at last check, he was in the Hialeah area. But it looks like, again, no signs of stopping right now. Just no signs of stopping, which is always a scary situation. But police, we do understand, are very close behind this car. Now back with the flow of traffic, which sort of gives you a sigh of relief at least that he's going with the flow of traffic, but still just driving so fast, and it looks like running a red light there and getting very close to clipping other cars in the process. So a very dangerous situation. If you have any family or friends who may be in this area, maybe they're running errands or maybe they work in this area, you may want to let them know about what is going on right now in the streets, because this is very dangerous. It is westbound 119th on the Gratney Parkway right now. So if he continues westbound on 119th Street, he may end up on I-75 at some point. He's on the Gratney though. But we do know that the Gratney does eventually lead to 75, so he may end up back on the highway. But if you're just joining us, this pursuit started on I-95 southbound. He got off on 79th Street, made lots of turns and maneuvers, and at one point ending up in Hialeah, heading eastbound, westbound, and now westbound on the Gratney, where if he keeps going at this speed, he's just gonna run right into I-75 at some point and just head in that direction. But right now, a very dangerous scene. playing out in the streets of Miami right now. All right, looks like still continuing to drive on through. Doesn't seem to be a lot of cars right now heading westbound on the Gratney, so he's got a bit of an open roadway right now to go as fast as he sort of desires, which we've seen this particular person clocking speeds of 100 miles per hour. We know police are watching. We saw the Miami-Dade police chopper, so they're keeping tabs. They know exactly where he is, and we do understand that police are not too far behind, although this car is driving very, very fast right now, very dangerously fast right now. And it looks like he's just got open road, not running into any issues right now, just only a few cars heading in this direction. So he's just gonna keep on speeding on by. And again, doesn't seem to have a particular destination in mind. Looks like he is just trying to outrun police at this point. So again, he's continuing to head westbound on the Gratney right now. So if you're just joining us, we are following this police pursuit. Let's see exactly where he is. Yes, looks like heading towards 75. Could get on 75, could even head toward the Palmetto, but again, if you're familiar with the roadways here in South Florida, if you're on the Gratney, you're heading westbound, you will run into 75, and from 75, you could even go ahead and head in the Palmetto's direction and jump on the Palmetto. So there is a possibility that we can see this driver get back on the highway, which could be a dangerous situation because even though, as you can see, he is driving very fast, it'll be even more open road on an interstate where he can just go even faster. And again, continuing to head in that direction. Let's see if he does get on I-75 right now. But again, heading westbound on the Gratney, does have the option right now. And it looks like he might just get on 75 because yeah. So this right now, open road for this car to just speed on by. So if you're just joining us, right now he is in the northwest Miami-Dade area. So he was heading westbound on the Gratney, which for those of you who are familiar, the Gratney then eventually allows you to get on I-75. So he is in northwest Miami-Dade at this point. And if he gets on 75 northbound, then he will most likely head into Broward County. And you have to understand this pursuit started in Miami-Dade County on I-95. So started out on the east side of Miami-Dade, now he's on the northwest side of Miami-Dade. If he gets northbound on I-75, this pursuit could make its way now to Broward County. But let's see what happens here. We know police are following this car closely, but he is in sort of, at least in his case, in a situation where he has open road and he is able to just go as fast as he can. There are not a lot of cars out on the road right now. So you can see there that there are plenty of open lanes of traffic. We do see some cars on the road, but with those open lanes of traffic, he is just able to go as fast as he pleases. And we know he was clocking speeds of 100 miles per hour on 95, even in residential areas, clocking very high speeds. And it looks like now, looks like he is on 75 right now. He is on 75, heading northbound, and may just end up in Broward County. As we know, 75, a few exits in Miami-Dade before eventually heading into Broward County, unless he at some point decides to get off and continue this pursuit. But right now he is on I-75, may even be heading into the Broward area very shortly. But again, as you are watching with us, it's this car that we've been following, a pursuit that started on I-95 southbound. When we first were able to check in, it was in Miami Gardens, heading south on 95, getting off on 79th Street, making its way through Hialeah, on the Gratney, now on 75 northbound. We're getting an update right now on exactly his location. And looks like he's getting off an exit there. We didn't quite catch that exit, but it was that Miami Gardens Drive exit there? We're gonna see right now what exit he got off of. Okay, looks like, yes. Oh, maybe just getting back on the highway. Or no, looks okay. We're following along. Looks like he's turning around, maybe getting back on the highway and getting so close to hitting others. And by the way, as you can see right now, we're getting a good look at this car. It is a black Mazda sedan. We obviously see the driver. Looks like he got off on 75, may have just turned around, but we are watching closely to see exactly where he ends up. But where he is right now, don't even see any other cars on the roadway. He is just driving as fast as he can, trying to avoid police right now. All right, Okay, this is off of the turnpike. And 75, yes. This is a new commuter lot by 75 in the turnpike. And doesn't seem like, again, looks like he's stopping. Probably going to turn around, realizing that there's nowhere to go here. And he's heading in the wrong direction, which is just cutting through the grass. What a dangerous situation, but it looks like police are catching up. So we are watching this for you. Obviously going to be very careful as we watch this scene unfold because it looks like he may be losing steam right now. Police are very close behind him now. So we could be seeing this hopefully ending soon, but police are very close behind. Yeah, this is near 186th Street, so it was that commuter lot. Looks like, okay, getting off, looks like just heading in the opposite direction. This is so dangerous right now. He is in the opposite direction right now. As police were close in his tracks, he just decided to just head in the wrong direction and getting so close to cars right now. Very dangerous, but doing what he can to evade police. And police were very close on his tail, and then he decided to just switch directions, and that seems to be where police are still close behind, but obviously right now he is heading in the wrong direction. So this is such a dangerous situation. As you could see that these cars are driving fast in themselves, and now he's on a ramp here, but so dangerous, so dangerous. If you have your family and friends in this area, please let them know. Do not get anywhere near this area right now because this is a dangerous situation on the roads playing out here in Miami-Dade County, not far from Broward County, by the way, but we're trying to get an exact location of where he is as he continues to try to evade police. But you can see the arrows pointing in the opposite direction. He is driving in the wrong direction, and look how close he is getting to these cars. Oh, very close there. Looking like police are not far though. They know exactly where he is. Okay, so it looks like 75, but again, he's in the opposite direction. So he's not going with the flow of traffic right now. So this looks like the southbound express lanes, but again, he's going northbound, but he's in the southbound express lanes. So very dangerous. And you can see right there those red signs that say wrong direction. All right, looks like he's making a turn. He's making a turn, and now he's heading with the flow of traffic, so now he is heading southbound on I-75. Okay, so you're just joining us. He is now on I-75, heading southbound. He was in the southbound lanes heading northbound, but he is now going with the flow of traffic, heading southbound on I-75. This is in the Northwest Miami-Dade area. So again, if anyone is working in this area, you may be about to head out to run errands, hold off on that because we've seen this car, looks like he may even end up on the turnpike. It's 1 mile away from the turnpike there. So that may be his next direction, but we're obviously gonna be following that. But please, anyone you know in this area, let them know to please avoid I-75 right now because this car has been going southbound and northbound and heading in the opposite direction. He is driving at a high rate of speed, and it is a very scary, dangerous situation playing out in the streets right now. Turnpike exit is coming up. Where you have the option to head northbound or southbound on the turnpike. Let's see if he does that. He may not. He's heading southbound. Looks like he's approaching the Miami Gardens Drive exit right now. So continuing southbound, still in Miami-Dade. But he does have the option to ramp onto the turnpike, as I believe that exit may be about a mile away. We don't know if he's going to do that, but this is an option he has as he's heading southbound on 75. May have just passed, getting close to passing the Miami Gardens exit. We did see a sign for that. Looks like he is staying on 75 in this moment. And I believe that is him passing the Miami Gardens Drive exit, staying on 75 southbound. So he's staying southbound right now on I-75. So this black Mazda sedan leading police on this really wild chase playing out in all parts of our county. Starting off on I-95, in the Hialeah area, and now in Northwest Miami-Dade on I-75. So this has just been quite a chase as he's crisscrossed the county going northbound and southbound and eastbound and westbound, but right now in northwest Miami-Dade on I-75 southbound. Waiting to see if he does decide to get off the highway. But again, police were not far from his trail. And it looks like he's getting in the express lanes possibly. There is an option there to get in the express lanes, but not sure if that's an option he's going to take as he is continuing southbound. So he may end up now in the south. He'll end up on the Palmetto and may end up then in more southern part of the county, but we could see the state troopers now very close on his tail. Doesn't seem like he's going to be getting in the express lanes though. Still may cross over, but he is doing his best to try to evade police. But this state trooper that we see getting very close now, passing Graham Dairy Road right now, as he is continuing to head southbound. There are more cars in the roadway, so maneuvering is going to be a little difficult. He'll be approaching the Hialeah area if he does decide to get off that exit. If not, he will continue down on I-75. Looks like he may be getting on the express lanes. If he does, that'll take him to the Palmetto. So let's see what happens here. But right now, continuing this pursuit, passing the Graham Dairy Road exit, which is northwest Miami-Dade. Could get on the Palmetto Expressway though. That exit is coming up as he's passing Graham Dairy. So let's see if he gets on the Palmetto or continues on 75, which if he does continue southbound at 75, he'll end up back on the Gratney, which he was originally on when he head northbound on I-75. So let's see what his move is here. Looks like he is heading toward the right, which could mean he's going to ramp onto the Palmetto. That Palmetto exit is coming up very soon, if not right now, but it looks like he's staying on 75. Okay, yes, so right now he is staying on 75, which means that he will end up back on the Gratney. And this time he is heading eastbound on the Gratney. He was on I-75 southbound. 75 will eventually lead you to the Gratney, where looks like he's making the turn. He's on the Palmetto. All right, heading on the ramp for the Palmetto towards Miami International Airport. So it looks like he's getting on the Palmetto, heading southbound on the Palmetto right now, it seems to be. We saw that exit sign that said Miami International Airport. So he is on the Palmetto driving, as you could see from the side of the road there. So not even on the regular highway, but back on the highway again. We are now on the Palmetto Expressway. From 75, he is now on the Palmetto Expressway, continuing to drive at a very high rate of speed and getting so close to cars. And as we all know here in South Florida, the Palmetto Expressway is rarely empty. There are going to be a lot of cars traveling on the Palmetto Expressway. Oh, just getting so close to clipping that car there. So we know that this is going to be a very dangerous situation, as again, we know the Palmetto is rarely empty. He's going to continue to run into other cars in this area, possibly even traffic at some point, especially as he approaches the Miami airport there. So right now, passing 103rd Street, looks like he may have just gotten in the express lanes. Nope, did not get in the express lanes. He's still on the Palmetto southbound, just passing 103rd Street. Not sure if he has any plans of getting off the Palmetto, but right now it seems he is just staying southbound, driving at a very high rate of speed. 103rd exit. Oh goodness, okay. Did not get off the exit, is driving on the side of the road, getting so close to other cars. Very dangerous situation. Again, if you're watching with us, be aware of where this person is right now. We just saw so many close calls right now. Thankfully, he has not hit any other cars from what we've seen, but so many close calls right now. Looks like we see police though, heading towards Okeechobee Road, also 74th Street, continuing south on the Palmetto Expressway right now. We did see police though. Looks like they're getting close, just passing the Okeechobee exit, did not get off that exit. He is continuing southbound on the Palmetto, should be approaching 74th Street now. All right, yes, approaching 74th Street. Not sure if he plans on getting off this exit. It seems like he plans on staying on the highway right now. He had some opportunities to ramp off and has not done that just yet. Not sure if he plans on doing that, but right now just seems to be heading southbound on the Palmetto. So staying on the Palmetto at least now, passing 74th Street, now heading toward 58th Street. So in the Doral area, about 2 exits from Doral, that's about where he is right now. So this, So as we're watching this all unfold, I believe my co-anchor is with us right now.
Yeah, hi Janice. I'm joining you as well as we watch this very dangerous pursuit on the Palmetto Expressway. I know you've been on it for some time. Not sure exactly what exit it looks like you may be trying to get off on. We do have some information coming to us that as the door opens there or the bumper's falling off, that this is definitely an armed and dangerous suspect, probably wanted, it seems, for some sort of a car robbery. That is what we are hearing of reports are. And do you know which exit he is off on right now?
58th Street, Christy, looks like heading eastbound, I believe, on 58th Street. He had the option to go westbound, but it looks like now heading eastbound on 58th Street.
And certainly if anybody has friends or family in this area, this is the time to get off of any kind of a road, alert them, because this person is traveling at a very high rate of speed, recklessly going through intersections, as you saw right there.
Wow, and it looks like just picking up speed right now, Christy, as he's heading eastbound on 58th Street. And, you know, we saw him clocking such high speeds. Okay, looks like making a turn. He was on 58th Street.
So it looks like southbound at this point, and not sure at the cross street that we're on it.
But as you can see, Christy, there's a lot of businesses here. So this is not an area where you see people driving fast. This is a normal roadway where people are usually clocking at 40 miles per hour. He is just driving so fast right now. We believe possibly southbound at Milam Dairy. Christy, we do know southbound. We believe, though, on Milam Dairy as he turned on. Okay, we're getting an update. 72nd Avenue.
72nd, I believe. Yes. I believe that is what we're hearing at this point.
And
you can see the officers are right on his tail at this point, going southbound, in and out, weaving in and out of traffic.
Okay, we also want to update you that he is not far from the airport right now. Very important there. As police get close, okay.
Whoa, losing control there of the wheel.
Yeah, very close calls here. It looks like people are realizing what's going on and they're pulling off of the roadway, which is exactly what they should be doing in this case, just because of how serious it is. But troopers are closing in. They're closing in. Then approaching 31st Street will be the next signal on 72nd Avenue. Okay, all right, he looks like he's continuing on this pursuit, but police are closing in. And again, he is very close to the airport right now. Maybe making a turn, and yes.
Oh, we lost him here a little bit with the
overpass here.
Yeah, but and again, since we are getting close to airspace, and that is also going to impede on us being able to track him closely, because we don't want to get into the airspace.
Correct, but we do know police are very hot on his tail. We obviously see the Miami-Dade police chopper, so even in those moments where you may not have seen police in our vantage point, they have been following every move he is making, so they know exactly where he is going. And as much as he is trying to avoid police, to evade police, it doesn't seem like that's going to happen because they are close on his tail. That chopper has been overhead. They know exactly where he is at all times, and he can continue this chase, but police know where he is.
And he's definitely putting so many other drivers at risk right now as he weaves in and out of traffic at a high rate of speed, now on a 2-lane right here. I'm not exactly sure what direction we're going. We've kind of lost him there for a bit, so I believe
we're hoping to get
westbound.
We're trying to hopefully get an update. It is hard to follow the cross streets here, but we're working to get an update. We should be getting an update soon on exactly where he is, though. All right.
Again, police are very close to this car, but we have been told, and there are reports, these occupants inside are armed and dangerous.
Going in the opposite direction,
Opposite direction now.
Oh my goodness. It seems to be his MO, if you will. Every time police get close on his tail, he just jumps over and starts heading in the opposite direction. Of course, a maneuver he's trying to do to avoid police, but he is putting so many people at risk right now.
Innocent people on this very busy street right there.
Getting so close. We've just seen so many close calls, but look, police are very close. No doubt they're going to be making a move very soon, but of course, police working to keep everybody on the road safe as well. And this driver is not making that easy. Okay, we're trying to hopefully pinpoint a location.
We can see location is so difficult. Things are happening so quickly. It's hard to tell exactly where he is.
Looks like he may be losing a little bit of control, no doubt, from driving so fast. Still seems to be in the general area of where the airport is, though.
And he is going in the right lane, correct now, going with the flow of traffic.
Okay, 36th Street just north of the airport is what we are getting. So it looks like, again, 36th Street just north of Miami International Airport. That
Right, this is that very industrial area right there.
Eastbound on 36th. Okay, so
he is actually heading right toward the airport at this point.
yes, and you can see there these cars just driving with the flow, and here comes this guy and just getting so close to hitting other cars. Wow.
It's a miracle that we haven't seen an accident yet.
No, truly, and he's been, oh my goodness, okay. Well, he also has been passing stop signs and red lights.
Right, just blowing right through intersections with no regard for any of the signs there.
All right.
Now heading south.
Oh goodness, okay, continuing on 36th Street. Oh, very close. I mean, we just keep saying all these close calls, and it truly is remarkable that no one has been hit yet.
I know,
Thankfully.
you're watching this. I mean, my stomach is in knots watching this. It's just, it's such a close call, one after another. Again, eastbound now at 36th and getting on a ramp here.
Okay, we're trying to figure out
it's hard to tell exactly where he is.
Might be getting back. That's the Airport Expressway. Yes, that is the Airport Expressway right now. So continuing to just drive at this very high rate of speed. And it is such a scary, dangerous situation as we're watching this unfold. But police, we do know, are close behind. It just becomes a matter of when they can get this car sort of cornered. And this person is not making it easy. And Christy, I know you were saying that you got some information from our producers and the people working at the desk about why this pursuit started.
There was some sort of a car robbery, an armed car robbery. That is what we're hearing reports of, and that these suspects in this vehicle are armed and dangerous. And that's the basic information that we're getting. And right now, we're still waiting to get some of these things confirmed. But police, obviously, very busy working this situation.
Absolutely. And so, an update for you, Christy. He is eastbound on the Airport Expressway, which means he is heading toward I-95. Big possibility that he could get on 95 or the Julia Tuttle Causeway, and he could end up going to Miami Beach. Sort of depends on what he does. It doesn't seem like he has a plan, if you will. It just seems like he is driving as fast as he can to try to avoid police. But heading eastbound on the Airport Expressway, which we know will lead him to I-95, where he can choose to go on I-95 in either direction, or he could get on the Julia Tuttle, but it looks like he's hard to tell what's happening. He just got off an exit, but he's on the grass. Not even sure where he's going right now. Oh my goodness. Okay, leaving quite a trail behind as well.
Yeah, the bumper falling off of the back of his car here.
And again, it's hard to tell, but okay. We're trying to figure out exactly where he is now. It looks like just passing 41st Street. He did get off on the Airport Expressway, though. He was heading eastbound and got off on the Airport Expressway. Okay, maybe slowing down, but now turning. Not sure where he is going right now.
Yeah, definitely going at a slower rate of speed here. I'm not sure if that's because of the situation with the bumper, or if he's
finally surrendering or ran out of gas.
So we will continue, obviously, to watch this. Again, we know that armed and dangerous. We know a wanted felon.
He stopped
and has come to a stop here.
27th Avenue and 41st Street Northwest. This is where he stopped. Okay, let's see. Watching this closely, we do understand that this person is armed and dangerous, so we want to be very careful.
And also a wanted felon. We were hearing reports of that as well. So obviously, this is time for the officers to proceed with much caution. His arms are up.
Okay.
He is finally surrendering.
Okay, this is okay. Looks like this could be coming to a close. Looks like it may be a peaceful one. His arms are up. Police obviously have their guns drawn, prepared, but his arms are up right now.
And after such a lengthy and high rate of speed chase, going through multi-counties here, this would be a miracle here to have it end peacefully with no major injuries along the roadways where he was driving so recklessly and dangerously.
Truly remarkable, Christy, that we did not see any accidents as a result of this, because it was just extremely dangerous. All right, looks like police are giving him commands. They're telling him to get on the ground. So it looks like he is now surrendering peacefully. He's got his arms behind his back to allow police to come up to him and cuff him. So despite what we saw, remarkable that we did not see accidents or injuries. And it is always, of course, it looks like a peaceful ending to this pursuit. So he is surrendering. Police handcuffing him right now.
Again, we're going to work to learn exactly how this all began, but the early reports are that it was some sort of an armed robbery, a car robbery, and then this multi-county pursuit. I-75, the Palmetto Expressway, Airport Expressway, just dangerous in and out of traffic, and it's sometimes going the wrong direction, which really puts so many people at risk.
All right, and it looks like that's 43rd Street, like Northwest 43rd Street, I believe, as we zoomed in. So this pursuit ending in the Northwest Miami-Dade area, but like you said, really just drove all through the county, even crossing counties, but ending up on I-95, I-75, one point in Northwest Miami-Dade, in Hialeah, just taking police on quite a ride, and a dangerous one at that. It was remarkable that we did not see any accidents as a result of this police chase.
Yeah, we saw a few cars got perhaps clipped a little bit,
Yes.
but no major accidents that we saw with our eye anyway.
Okay, it's 32nd Court and Northwest 43rd Street. So this all ending in a residential area. And that was scary to see this car driving so fast in residential areas as well as just regular streets, but such a scary and dangerous situation.
And around the airport, which is so busy normally with all the industrial area there. So it is, as you said, remarkable that we have seen this end peacefully with him finally just coming to a stop and surrendering, hands up, and no altercation with the officers either.
Yes, and that's of course always good to see this end peacefully, in a sense. Although, really, this man putting so many people's lives in danger from this pursuit. So many innocent lives as they were driving, possibly heading to work, running errands, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, he was certainly in and out of traffic, as I said, going the wrong direction numerous times, and at a high rate of speed as well, which just added to the dangerous nature of